camera, action! Hopefully, A, you can hear me, B, I'm live, C, my hands are giving off a weird white glow, which no one knows what's happening there. I'm happy this morning, I'm wide awake, the sun's streaming through my windows and I can't go out in it until I go for my run at 3 o'clock. But I hope you're all well. Today we're going to be playing Friday games because obviously it's Thursday, so we're playing Friday games on Thursday because tomorrow is Good Friday, which as everyone knows is the traditional day where all year 3 to 6 students are up tidying their bedrooms and traditionally making a cup of tea in bed for their mums or dads or carers, and they are looking after and doing lots of jobs. That's the tradition for Good Friday. So hopefully tomorrow we can't do lessons because you're all doing that. We're going to be starting the game, so let's get going. For today, you are going to need a deck of cards where you take out the ones. The aces are ones. We're taking out the ones up to the tens, and I've also got a couple of jokers in there. And hopefully, we are going to do the game, and you've got the sheet in the description below. But before I'm allowing anyone to play any games, why I should be allowed to stop you, I don't know. Before I allow you to play any games, I am hoping we're going to start the lesson as normal with a little starter. The answer is 50 sheep. What could the question be? Put your answers in the chat. If you're not doing this live, put your most creative answers into the comments below the video. I'm going to say good morning to Alicia. Good morning, Iona. Good morning, Grace. Good morning, Amelie and Archie. Good morning, Jules Francis Sinclair. I know that's not Jules Francis Sinclair. I always forget the names. Good morning, Kyra. Good morning, Alexandra Ivanova. Good morning, Vera. It's Friday maths on Thursday because of tomorrow's Good Friday, Miss Claire. That's why. Good morning, Sophie and Josh. Good morning, Kira. I forgot it was Kira. I will get that written down. What else have we got? Good morning. Good morning, The Kids Movies 2013. Good morning, Murray Minecraft. How many sheep? Count how many sheep by rounding. Okay. How many sheep does the farmer have? How creative can we get? And the answer, there's no answer. There's as many answers as you want. The correct answer to this question, I wanted to see how creative we can get. The correct answer was actually, I was putting it into a field with a farmer and he said, I've got 47 sheep. And I said, okay. And he said, can you look after them for me? I need to go into town. So he went into town and I was watching them. And he came back and it was boring, but I was watching them and watching them and watching them. Not washing them. That was what my brother did. He got confused. I was watching them. And then the farmer came back and he said to me, have we still got all 47 sheep? I said, no. He said, why? I said, because I thought I'd be helpful. You've now got 50 sheep. He said, how have I got 50 sheep? I said, I rounded them up. There you go. Right. No apologies. We're looking at Friday games. There is no excuses here. How many sheep did the wolf eat? That is very dark, Maya. We are now moving on to the number race. For the number race today, you are going to need the racetrack. If you need to pause it and get it printed out or draw of your own version out, that's entirely up to you. You can do that afterwards. You can also watch what I do. I'll show you the rules. I'll show you how it plays. And then you can then play afterwards. These are all in the description below. Remember, click show more and you can find the link to the description. If it's ever not there, that's entirely my fault. I do sometimes make mistakes. You might also need counters or cards for each player and your deck of cards, as I've already mentioned. So, we shall fly across to the live studio where they're underway at the live studio. There's a bit of a connection error to the live studio. Don't know why that is. Here we are. We are here live at the racetrack today, and I don't know why, but any time I'm talking about doing a race of some sort, there's always this Murray Walker voice, and none of you will know who Murray Walker is. He was someone from when I was a little boy, and he used to do all of the motor racing that there was. Right, we are going to play the number race. How is it going to work? Well, you start off, I'm playing against Panda today. So me and Panda are going to play, and he's brought his own cards with him. That's why I've got Panda cards. And hopefully, if I do the following, which I haven't tried yet, but if I do the following... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. I'm hoping if I do this, then you can see Panda. Please let me know in the chat if you can see Panda. I shouldn't have done that. I should have looked at my other screen and you'd be able to see Panda. So, everyone starts with 5 cards. And then, on your turn, you've got 2 choices. You can either play your cards, so we lay them out. So these are Panda's cards, so we can see what Panda has got. He's got 2 5s and 3 2s at the moment. And I've got a joker, so I can use that as any number. I've got some better numbers here. And because he's a Panda, Panda gets to go first. So Panda is going to be blue. I am red, so because Panda's going first, I am going to get to choose where I'm going to start. And I think I'm going to start just here. Panda is going to start over here. Now, there are 2 versions of the game you can play. If it's your first game, or if you're year 3 and 4, you are allowed to put numbers together. If it's not your first game, you are not allowed to put numbers together. So, let's have a look at what Panda's going to do for his first move. Panda is going to take the 5, and the 2. If he adds these 5 and 2 together, then that makes 7. 5 times 7 is 35. So, Panda is going to spend those cards to go... And let me just write down on the screen so you can see what Panda did, in case you couldn't see because it was too small. Panda used a 5, and a 2. He turned the 5 and the 2, he did it in brackets because of bid mass. He did those terms together, so it's 5 times 7 is 35. That allows him to move from here to here. He's now on 35, which is a really good start. And he gets to keep one of his cards. Every time you complete a move, you can complete a card. He now gets to see, does he want to go again? Well, he's going to use the 2 and the 5 that he's taken there. 2 times 5 is 10. He's going to move on up again to 10. He's flying, and it's only his first turn. And then he's going to keep the 5, but that's it. He can't move anywhere else with just a 2 and a 5 because there's nowhere else for him to go. If he's playing the beginner's game, he could go to 25 or 52. Or, if you're playing the beginner's game, let's play the beginner's game. Panda could go 52. There's 5 and 2. That's 52. I'm going to move to there. He's flying up the track. So that's why Panda's been able to do it. And he gets to keep one card. He's going to keep the 5 again. So he's flying. I have got a joker, a 1, a 10, a 6, and a 5. So how can I move and get close to where Panda is? Well, I think I need some help here. So I'm going to start. Let me move Panda's 5 out the way. I am going to start by using my 1 and my 6 just there. Hopefully you can see that. This is not Panda's turn. So Panda, get out of the arena. This is Mr. Harris's turn. I am going to use the 1 and the 6 to move to 7, because 1 add 6 is 7. So I'm racing to there. And this is, I get to keep one of those. So I'm going to get rid of the 1 and I keep the 6. Can I do anything else clever? Well, I'm going to use the joker, because the joker can be used as anything. So I am going to write 6. Well, I'm not going to write it there, am I? 6 times anything. 6 times anything. And I'm going to use my anything as 6. 6 times 6 is 36. I'm going to move sideways, which is not getting me nearer the finish. But look what happens if I go here. I end up on there. I can't keep jokers, unfortunately. If you use a joker, I should have put this in the special rules. If you use a joker, it has to be a card that goes. But I will keep my 6. But I get a bonus. These are my other cards I've got at the moment, look. If you ever go on the bonus turbo things, you draw 4 turbo cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've drawn 4 more cards. But that is the end of my turn. I've got the other joker. But that is the end of the turn. If you go on a turbo, you pick up your cards, but that's the end of your turn. So, I need to add that to the rules as well. The things you realise when you're explaining the rules to people. So I'm quite a long way behind. But Panda, it's Panda's turn. Panda only has a 5. There's nowhere he can go with a 5. So on his turn, he's just going to draw a card. He gets a 3, but that's... Sorry, it's Panda's turn. Panda's only turn is to draw a card. So that's the end of his turn. And I've got all these cards to try and zoom past Panda. Oh, this is brilliant. Oh, how can I use all these cards? These are beautiful. Can I get back in the race? Well, because I'm not a year 3 or 4, I can't use the rules of the putting numbers together. That's only for that's only for the year 3s and 4 cars, not for my cars. So, how can I get close? Well, I wonder if I go 6 times 7 is 42. Maybe that's 42, and take away a joker of 1. So let's just show what I just did on the board. This is me, so I'll go in red so we can see what's happening. Let's get rid of the working from before. I've used my 6 times 7 to make 42. And then I've taken away the joker, but I'm taking away 1, which is 41. Which allows me to move to here. But remember, I can't keep the joker. Maybe I've used that too soon. We will find out. I will keep, I think, the 7 because it lets me make nice big numbers. So can I carry on anywhere here? Can I get to 40? I can't go on 52 because there's a car in the way. You can't go on the same space that someone else is on. So I want to get to 47. Well, I know this might be quite long, but I think this might get me quite close. 5 times 8 is 40. So let's write that down. 5 times 8 is 40. And then I want to get an extra 7 here. I've got a 7. Add the 7 on. Is 47. So I can move up alongside Panda. Aha! Ha-ha! I'm catching you, Panda. I'm getting a bit excited about this, aren't I? A bit too excited. Right, one of those cards I'm going to keep. Now I want to keep possibly the 5. So I've only got 5, 10 and 8 left. And Panda has got cards left which have gone missing. There's Panda's cards. Panda only had a 5 left. And I can't remember what he drew. Someone will have to help me in the chat. I think he got a 3. We'll leave that there. I don't think I can move forwards anymore. I'd like to get to 31 so I could block Panda. But I can't. So I'm going to have to stop there. That's the end of my turn. Panda's turn with his 5 and his 3 still can't go, so he's going to draw another card. An 8 is going to go on there. That might be quite useful. Thank you, Panda. That's your turn. I can't go because we saw I couldn't go anymore, so I'm going to need to draw a card. That 1 might be useful. We'll see in a second. Then Panda's going to go. Panda, can you go anywhere? Well, he's looking like he's got a bit boxed in, so he's going to have another card. This 2 might be helpful in a minute. Well done, Panda. My turn. Oh, I'd like to move forwards. I can move forwards, but I'd like to block Panda off if I can. Because if I can get to 31, I block him off. But I think I can't afford to be tactical. I think I'm going to use 1 and 5 is 6. And then I do 6 times 8 is 48. I get to zoom ahead of Panda. So, this is how the game works. It carries on until you're the first to reach the finish. You might have a family of 4 of you playing. So you all take it in turns, get cards. So if you can't build anything, you can be planning your move on other people's turns, trying to work out what numbers you can make. You're trying to make the numbers to move forwards. You can move diagonally, sideways, or forwards. If you ever get in front, now I'll just show you that. If I get in front of Panda, like that, that means on Panda's turn, Panda can go, I'm going to draw 2 cards. Because if you're behind, you get to draw an extra card. It's to do with something called slipstreaming. If you're ever behind a car, it's easier to go forwards because of slipstreaming. So that's what we're going to do. What happens if you're behind? I hope that this has made sense to lots of people. It's now up to you to go away and play the Panda race. Well, not the Panda race, the race. I'd love to see pictures of you playing the game. I'd love to see, some of you I'm sure will colour in where you visited. But remember, once you've moved on, if Panda then overtakes to there and then goes off over here, I might go over here. I might just try and go straight down the middle. But Panda might try and pick up a turbo on the way out. So when I'm going to go up, and Panda's going to go up. Oh, Panda's changing the size of his thing. So I get a really good move. 2, 3, I'm getting there. But then Panda goes here and gets a turbo. And I don't get a move, so I get stuck. Then Panda goes vroom, vroom, vroom. And I'm going to win. But I was going to do well and I'm catching. But Panda then does the last 2 moves and finishes. Obviously, I've rushed through the game to show you how it works. Because I didn't want to do the whole game with you. I want to see you playing it. I want to see pictures of you playing it. That is Number Race. I would love to hear what you think of it. If you do come up with any new rules yourself, put them in the comments of this video. Let people know your rules that you played with. I'd love to see photos of you playing the game. Show me how much fun you have. If there's any improvements you make, if there's any recommendations, do let me know. This is the first time that I've tried Number Race with you. So let me know what you think. I'm not going to take any more of your time because you now know all the rules. We're going to head back to the studio. Oh, good grief. It's not an owl today, it's a towel. If anyone knows how to make an elephant towel, I'd also like to see pictures of that. That looks awesome. I'd love to know how to make an elephant towel. My wife would be very impressed, and my mum loves elephants. And so does my wife, so that would be brilliant. Your challenge. Play the game. Enjoy the game. No, not enjoying the game. That's illegal. So, then show me, I want to see pictures of you playing the game. I want to find out how much enjoyment you had. If you did enjoy it, let me know. If you are enjoying the game, click like on the video. If you haven't subscribed already, hopefully you'll consider it. I hope you've got some questions. Siddy, you said I can't understand a thing. I recommend you watch the video from the start again. It might be that you've joined the video halfway through. If not, watch the video again and send me questions. I can't understand a thing. Unfortunately, it's not something I can help with. I can't help you with if you don't ask questions. You have to ask questions. So, go back to the start of the video, watch what I did and how the game worked, watch me play a few rounds of Panda. In the description you can find the rules and hopefully that's helpful. Iona, I'm glad you love it. I'm looking forward to finding out how much you can you move? Yes! Monty Nut, you can use just one card. If you wanted to, you could use just a 4 to move into the 4 space. And you get to keep it as well. So that would be a great move. Okay, I'd love to hear how you get on. I've been Mr. Harris. You have been awesome. See you either later or on the morrow. Not tomorrow. I'll see you on Tuesday. The calendar will come out over tomorrow or over the weekend. And so it'll be Tuesday will be our next lesson because it's Bank Holiday Monday. So don't forget tomorrow, Good Friday, is the day where you all do lots of chores. It's tradition to do chores, get a cup of tea in bed if your mum and dad and carer allow you to do that, and to do all the tidying up and make sure that they don't have to do any work. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.